Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It's Hila here, Saturday Night Stitch, and I hope that you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Today's post is a fabric haul. I've been buying quite a lot of fabric because my kids have been back in school, and despite the fact that I thought I'd have more sewing time once they go back into school because we're back into a well-structured routine, turns out the house needed so much cleaning because I didn't get the chance to do the spring cleaning as I would have done. And the spiders were taking over and there were just cobwebs all over the place. So one thing led to another, and I'm currently in the middle of like a deep spring clean. You know, like I'm talking hoovering down the walls, wiping down the walls, wiping down the ceilings type of thing because a lot of dust has gathered. So yeah, but because I still want to sew, I still have my sojo levels are quite high, I tend to buy fabric when I can't sew. So yeah, so I've got a fabric haul to share with you today, which is super exciting and super awesome, but I've just got so much sewing. You know, like when the sewing juices are flowing and you're really into it, that is what I'm feeling like. So even though I haven't been able to get into the sewing room, I have been making sewing plans, trying to figure out what my autumn winter style, look, feel is going to be. And because of doing that, I've been lost in the key-based system, you know, like the whole body classification and trying to figure out, am I a soft natural, am I a dramatic natural, am I a theatrical natural? It's been a lot of fun. It's not going to impact exactly what I sew or what I wear, but it's made me feel like I am doing something within the craft of sewing. Okay, so let's get into the fabric haul. So first of all, a little bit of an unusual fabric today. Some bark cloth curtains that I found at a charity shop. So I love going to charity shops, and I love, that was the way that I used to source my clothes before I started sewing. And in fact, sewing is the most expensive way that I've ever sourced my clothes. Before I started sewing, I used to buy almost everything exclusively from charity shops. So I still like to visit them, and I still do buy some things from charity shops, but my standards now, they're a little bit higher, so I'm checking the stitching and things like that. And I also use it as an opportunity to try out styles before I actually sew them, because I'm not going to spend hours sewing something that possibly doesn't fit me. If I can find it in a charity shop and I can try it on and think, okay, the square neckline suits me, then I'll go ahead and try it. So pretty awesome. But anyway, on this occasion, I actually found some bark cloth curtains, and this is a proper 70s style. You can see that. So it's a pair of curtains. Sorry, that's the back, and this is the front. They are stained. They've got sun discoloration marks, so not exactly in perfect condition. Not my usual colors, but I like the fact that they are bark cloth. I'm in two minds about this because it hasn't solidified, it hasn't married into what I would want it to look like. So they're just probably going to sit for a while, unless you've got some suggestions as to what you think that these would be perfect for. I have about 2 meters, 2¼ meters, so a pattern that would fit with 2¼ meters. I mean, the other option is just to leave them as curtains, clean them up, and actually use them as curtains. So kind of have to consider. So that was a fun addition to the group of sewing things that I have. Okay, so I'm trying to find like a easy way of keeping these together. Okay, so the next thing that we have is some cotton lawn. Okay, so I have not given up on summer sewing yet. I'm not yet ready to say goodbye to summer sewing. So I've got some cotton lawn projects lined up, including some Liberty Tanner lawns. And this is a beautiful, beautiful cotton lawn. It's going to be a maxi dress. I already know the pattern that I'm going to make out of it. It's a grasser sewing pattern, but it is beautifully light and airy, as you would expect from a cotton lawn. And it is just so soft against the skin. And look at those colors. I love the colors. It's like blues and lovely contrasts in turquoises. And you've got the popping yellows that just bring everything together. The pattern that I'm going to sew has got some flatter sleeves, and it has a V neckline. And I want to do a trim on the flatter sleeves. So I'm going to do like a pink type trim. But this is going to be absolutely fabulous. So this is a Minerva fabric, which is part of my Minerva makes, things that I do for them on a monthly basis. All of the links will be in the description box down below, by the way, but this is beautiful, and it's Dashwood Studios, so you do get the selvage edge that does say Dashwood Studios. And Dashwood Studios, they do some really beautiful fabrics. I've just finished a dress from Burden November 2016 in Dashwood Rayon, and it is fabulous. I cannot wait to show you that. I just need to make some time. But yeah, so that's an exciting one. And then there's another new cotton lawn, Tanner lawn maker on the blocks, and it's called Stores of London. So I wasn't too sure about this, so I did get some samples first before I committed to getting a longer piece of fabric and committing to actually making something out of it. And I have to say, I am impressed with the quality of the Tanner lawn. So they're called Stores, S-T-O-R-R-S. And what attracted me to this, if you can guess, the vintage vibe. Do you not get a 70s vintage style out of this? I can't be the only one that sees that, but I feel like this is such a fabulously 70s style. And again, it is a cotton lawn. It is so light and airy, and it's so crisp. And I know what I'm going to make with this one. It's a dress from the 70s. It's from a 70s Burda, and it's got sort of like these kimono sleeves, and it's got a tie belt, and it is just going to be fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I'm going to be swanning around looking like I'm a 70s reject from a TV show or something like that. But yeah, absolutely love this. Purples, yellows, and blues. I was a little bit disturbed when I actually realized that these are sort of similar, and I told myself you need to move away from that. Yeah, and then another cotton lawn from Stores of London is this fabulously in your face, unapologetic, yellow, chunky, weird looking flowers here. And yeah, I don't know, something about this attracted me to it. And then my husband saw the sample that I had ordered, and he was like, that's awesome, that would look great on you. And I was like, okay, we're sold, we're gonna get this. So it's another cotton lawn, very light, very airy, and I'm gonna get this sewn because I want this to be ready to wear next summer. Although we are lucky at the moment in the north of England, we're having a little bit of a heat wave where we're experiencing 20+ degrees, and it's going to be like that for the next 2 weeks, which is why here in the middle of September I'm actually wearing my sundress in cotton rayon, and I don't actually need any layers, and I'm a little bit sweaty. So fingers crossed, if there's more sunny weather, I might be able to finish these and actually wear them. Okay, so very quickly, I'm wearing my Avid Seamstress sundress in Art Gallery fabrics, and just a public service announcement, Minerva are having a 20% off sale on Art Gallery fabrics. And yeah, I've got some samples that I have been ordering over the last few months, and so I know exactly what I'm going to order and take advantage of that 20% off. There's a link in the description box down below. It is an affiliate link, which means that if you do use that to purchase it at no extra cost to yourself, I will get a referral commission, which helps with the running costs of this channel. So thank you so much. Okay. And then another thing that I did was treat myself to a shopping trip to Fabrics for All, and I got some sweater knit fabric. Is that what it's called? Yeah, sweater knit fabric. And on the one side, you've got this lovely abstract print floral with very pastel colors, very soft, very natural colors. So it's the light blue with the pastel pink and the blush pinks and a little slight yellow there. But it's very, very soft, really very soft. And what we have is a fleece bag. So it's so soft. It's almost like a cat's purr. Very, very soft. Feels gorgeous against the skin. Absolutely gorgeous. And I cannot wait to make myself like an oversized jumper. You know, like a super oversized jumper that I can just snuggle down in for like family movie night or something like that. But super warm. And my bag has just dropped to the floor. Hang on. Right. We got the backpack. We got the backpack. Okay, So in vain with winter sewing, again, so by the way, when I bought these fabrics, we just had like 2 weeks of dull, gray, rainy weather. And I'm a fair weather seamstress. I'm the kind of person that tends to sew according to what the weather is like. Hence why I'm excited about the cotton lawn, because we're very sunny. But when I went and I did my shopping, I picked up quite a few autumn winter clothes in order to be practical. So this is one that I wanted to try out. It's I think it's a viscose polyester and spandex mix, and it's stretchy. It looks like wool jersey, navy blue, and it's got a mauve look to it. So if you look at the back, you can see that it is knitted. So this one is Fabrics for All, and again, guys, the links are going to be in the description box down below. See, and it kind of like stretches out. So this interested me. I got a meter. No, I got 3/4 of a meter because I'm going to make my skirt. So I've made a skirt, like a simple A-line skirt with an elastic waistband, and I'm going to see how this does with that. And if it does really well, I want to get more of it just to make a simple dress that I will wear in winter, because this looks like it would be perfect and warm for winter. And then we have some jersey fabric, beautiful, colorful jersey fabric. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this, but can you guess what attracted me to this? I love it. It's a dark floral, perfect for fall, perfect for winter. And especially with these popping pinks here. Oh, I was just like, I have to get this. I got 2.5 meters because I have no idea what to make with it, but it's such a beautiful, it's a viscose jersey. So it's got that lovely drape. DVF wrap dress. This is going to be a wrap dress. It's going to be a DVF wrap dress. This would be perfect for it. But as you can see, it's got a good, decent amount of stretch and recovery. Oh, fabulous. So I was very, very happy with this one. And this was one of those fabrics that when you see it, it catches your eye and you can't walk away from it. And I also got some needle cord in, it's like a teal or a turquoise. And I've been reliably told that this is, according to Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, this is supposed to be the color of autumn winter 2020. So I thought for once I'm going to try and be a little bit stylish and be on trend and be in with the fashion. So I'm going to make myself a simple skirt using this needle cord. So I will be using my own sloper. I'll see if I can add some pockets, and I'll have to put some lining because I found that baby cord, especially if you're wearing with tights or leggings, it does tend to catch and ride up. So this is going to need some lining. But yeah, it's lovely. I think that the color might actually suit me. So I've been doing a lot of the color stuff that you have to do when you're looking into Kibe, just to get an idea of what colors are supposed to, technically speaking, suit me according to what Kibe does. I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'll still just buy whatever fabric I love and wear whatever I want to wear. But it's just quite interesting to get an idea of how some people can classify what looks good to them. Okay, and then we have some gingham. Giant gingham seersucker. I got the last 2.5 meters that was left of this, and the idea is I'm gonna make a, 70s style picnic dress tablecloth maxi. I love it. So yeah, so this one's for next year. I'm probably not gonna touch this fabric until next year. I know. And then this was, so I actually went to Fabrics for All mainly to get one thing that I had seen online, because I'm always constantly checking, because Sarah, the woman that owns it, she's more of a curator because she's been in the rag trade for decades and she knows so much about fabric, and she did her degree in fashion and design and textile or something like that. And so she knows a lot about not just the fabrics themselves, but about sewing, and she's such a wealth of information. And she curates fabrics. She gets fabrics that are good. And honestly, every time I go there, I always end up buying more because there's always such a fantastic range of fabrics. So this one was why I went there. So I always keep an eye on their Instagram and on the website to see what has arrived. And most of the stuff that she does get, some of it is non-reorderable, so I know that I have to go get it when it is available. And this was no exception. This is a Liberty needle cord, and I loved the colors, and it's also a Liberty print. As you can see, you've got the swirly, you know, slightly from afar it looks like quite geometric-y, but in a soft way, like a soft geometric shape. And the colors are just beautiful. I think that they are dark enough to be wintry colors, but then also you've got the pops of the ochre, the mustard coming through that just lift it up. So the idea for this one is it's going to be some sort of a pinafore dress or some sort of an oversized dress that I can wear layered over a roll neck and leggings. So I was very excited. But this is why I went to Fabrics for All, and then all of these ones just came along with me. I don't know, I got into an entanglement with the fabric shop. What can I say? You know, these things happen. And then finally, I was chatting with Sarah whilst I was in the shop, and she was wearing like this really nice top, and I couldn't take my eyes off of the top. So in the end, I was just like, you know, well, where's that fabric that you're wearing? And she showed it to me, and it's a gorgeous cotton lawn. Look at these colors. Look at that print. It's like flowers, but not quite flowers, and it's very, very popping, absolutely popping. And I loved this. And she had made a Trend Patterns Raglan sleeve top, which has got gathering on the sleeves, and I was surprised to find out that it was cotton lawn because it had such a beautiful drape, even with the gathers, because normally I don't associate cotton lawn with something that you can do a lot of gathers with, because it's so crisp and light and airy. And so I was like, I really like that. I want to have a go at making something with that fabric. And I got this, and some cuffing as well, because the top that she was wearing, she'd gathered the sleeves and then she'd used this cuffing, and it just looked absolutely gorgeous. So I was just like, yeah, hit me up with that. Let's see what we can make. I'm thinking some sort of a top. I don't know. I do know that once I finish spring cleaning the house and everything is back into its routine, I'm just going to have so much time to sew and just to get on with it and, you know, make these visions that I want to make. So that is my fabric haul for now, which I'm very, very excited about, and I cannot wait to get into sewing with it. Right, so I've just realized I'm at 16 minutes now. I've been chatting for a really long time, and I need to get back to dusting and what have you. Even though I'm not going to be recording as much stuff over the next couple of weeks whilst I catch up with the house, I do have so many things that I have recorded over the last couple of months, and I just need to edit them and put them together. But if you are subscribed and you turn on your notifications, you will be able to get those when they come out. And also, I think if you do turn on your notifications, you'll be able to see my stories. I'm having a lot of fun just uploading videos of things that I'm wearing on that day, so that's a fun thing that you might be interested in as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, do give it a big thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, do subscribe. I put out sewing related content literally every single week. Let me know if you're going to be getting anything from Art Gallery Fabrics. Let me know, have you been fabric shopping as well? Have you been spring cleaning? I would love to hear. Until I see you next time, guys, happy sewing. Bye.